deflation. Prices dropping is never a good thing. Yes, how can you say that, Dan? Because if I can pay less money for a quart of milk, that is a good thing, right? Yes, it is. Or if I can pay less money for gasoline, isn't that good? Yes, it is. It's not a matter of lower prices. It's a matter of what happens during deflationary times. So let me remind you that prices can be lower because demand is high, right? So when demand is high and supply is strong, prices will tend to be somewhat stabilized. They're not going to be, what happens in that environment is more competition. And in order for margins to go up, companies in that environment will have to produce a little bit more efficiently, a little bit more effectively. And they will have to be competitive because it allows their competition to work a little bit more efficiently and effectively. It gives opportunities to competition because there's more demand, because people have more money, because people have better jobs, and that's all very good for the economy all the way around. So prices tend to stabilize and they go up a little bit, and consumers are okay with that because some inflation is important to have so that we get higher wages, right? And more security in our jobs. And all of that is good. There's a balance there that works perfect in a free market economy. So deflation is not good. Deflation means that prices are getting less, commodities, goods are getting less expensive because there is a glut of supply and little demand. There's a glut of products coming onto the market that they're the same thing. Use gasoline. There's so much gasoline being produced that it drives prices down. Now, commodities are easier to control in that regard than are other things. But if prices are coming down because people are getting laid off and they don't have money and it has to be more competitive so they still can buy things, or worse yet, there is a high supply and a low demand and prices get cheaper, margins go down in companies and they're forced to lay off people in order to keep demand. So more people get laid off in an environment that's already weak. And that escalates into recessions or worse. So deflation is harder to control and can be more damaging to an economy than inflation. Because companies aren't going to cut your wages so that they can keep up with deflation of their products. They will just lay you off. Companies will increase your wages because they can increase their prices with a little bit of inflation, and everybody is happy, and the economy can continue to thrive. So it is good that we see producer prices going up, meaning that there's not going to be deflation that I was concerned about a year ago. And then 3 months ago, I became more concerned about inflation because I need inflation. I want inflation. I want to see inflation so everybody can get back to working, make better wages, and companies can make more money. And if companies make more money, they can hire more people. And all of that is good. But I don't want to see inflation during times of crisis like we are in now, when there are no people, when there are less people working, and it's harder to get back to work because of the pandemic and the crisis that we're in.
Hey, remember to click the subscribe button right here on the screen. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when new content is added. And more importantly than anything, you don't want to miss all 3 live hours of Financial Issues every day from 9 to noon. And you can watch it on FISM.tv. That's FISM.tv.